100 general knowledge questions to test your knowledge. Have fun and learn new facts. Let's get started. First question. Which island are lemurs endemic to? Tasmania, Samoa, or Madagascar? Madagascar. Let's move on to the next question. Which famous inventor is known for his work with electricity? Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, or Alexander Graham Bell? Nikola Tesla. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering? Retina, pupil, or lens? Pupil. Which famous American writer is known for horror works like It? Stephen King, Edgar Allan Poe, or H.P. Lovecraft? Stephen King. Which Italian explorer inspired Christopher Columbus's voyages? Amerigo Vespucci, Marco Polo, or Giovanni Caboto? Marco Polo. Which city is known as the City of Canals? Amsterdam, Venice, or Stockholm? Venice. Which famous English writer created Sherlock Holmes? Agatha Christie, Edgar Allan Poe, or Arthur Conan Doyle? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Which of these insects can produce light? Firefly, fly, or butterfly? Firefly. Which of these images belongs to the movie John Wick? Option C. Which country has the highest GDP? United States, China, or United Kingdom? The United States. Which of these animals is a capybara? Option B. Where was gunpowder invented? Spain, England, or China? In China. According to Greek mythology, who killed Achilles? Paris, Theseus, or Hector? Paris. Which country has Warsaw as its capital? Poland, Czechia, or Slovakia? Poland. In which country are the Nazca Lines located? Bolivia, Chile, or Peru? In Peru. Which of these singers is Julio Iglesias? Option B. In which African country is Spanish an official language? Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, or Liberia? In Equatorial Guinea. Who is the author of The Prince? Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, Friedrich Nietzsche, or Niccolò Machiavelli? Niccolò Machiavelli. Which body part is responsible for balance? Sight, hearing, or tongue? Hearing. Which scientist is known for the uncertainty principle? Max Planck, Erwin Schrödinger, or Werner Heisenberg? Werner Heisenberg. Which sea is known for being the saltiest in the world? Dead Sea, Caspian Sea, or Sea of Japan? Dead Sea. Which brain structure controls movement and coordination? Cerebral cortex, medulla oblongata, or cerebellum? The cerebellum. How long does sunlight take to reach Earth? 4 seconds, 8 minutes, or 1 day? 8 minutes. Which of these animals has the most eyes? Praying mantis, spider, or octopus? Spider. Which of the following silhouettes corresponds to Greece? Option C. During which prehistoric period was fire discovered? Neolithic, Metal Ages, or Paleolithic? During Paleolithic. What is the role of chlorophyll in plants? Gives color to the plant, captures sunlight for photosynthesis, or stores nutrients? Captures sunlight for photosynthesis. Where did Arabic numerals originate? India, Rome, or Arabia? In India. What is the main function of the lymphatic system? Respiration, digestion, or immune defense? Immune defense. Which singer is known as the Queen of Soul? Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin, or Whitney Houston? Aretha Franklin. What does anthropology study? Humanity, life, or thought? Humanity. Which of the following paintings is called Las Meninas? Option A. Which of the following is the flag of Andorra? Option B. In which country is Mount Kilimanjaro located? Tanzania, Kenya, or Uganda? Tanzania. Who is attributed with the phrase, "I know that I know nothing"? Aristotle, Sophocles, or Socrates? Socrates. In which atmospheric layer do commercial airplanes fly? Stratosphere, troposphere, or mesosphere? In troposphere. Which country has Caracas as its capital? Venezuela, Colombia, or Ecuador? Venezuela. What type of subatomic particle has a positive charge? Neutron, electron, or proton? Proton. Which famous architect designed the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona? Frank Lloyd Wright, Antoni Gaudí, or Zaha Hadid? Antoni Gaudí. Who wrote The Old Man and the Sea? John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, or Francis Scott Fitzgerald? Ernest Hemingway. How much is 111 plus 189? 256, 300, or 452? 300. Which city is famous for the Colosseum? Athens, Paris, or Rome? Rome. Which ocean borders the coast of Japan? Atlantic, Indian, or Pacific? The Pacific Ocean. Which river runs through the city of Varanasi in India? Ganges, Indus, or Purna? The Ganges River. Which famous classical composer was deaf? Ludwig van Beethoven, Georg Friedrich Händel, or Richard Wagner? Ludwig van Beethoven. Which process generates the energy that keeps animals alive? Photosynthesis, cellular respiration, or transpiration? Cellular respiration. Which of these animals gobbles? Ducks, cockatoos, or turkeys? Turkeys. Which animal can change sex during its lifetime? Clownfish, jellyfish, or turtle? The clownfish. How did Maximilien Robespierre die? Shot, natural causes, or guillotined? Guillotined. Which river crosses the city of Vienna? Danube, Rhine, or Elbe? The Danube River. Which famous actor starred in the movie Forrest Gump? Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt, or Leonardo DiCaprio? Tom Hanks. Which boxer was nicknamed the baddest man on the planet? George Foreman, Mike Tyson, or Evander Holyfield? Mike Tyson. Which country is the birthplace of tango? Brazil, Spain, or Argentina? Argentina. Which muscle is mainly responsible for breathing? Abdominal, diaphragm, or pectoral? The diaphragm. Which famous film director directed The Godfather? Stanley Kubrick, Martin Scorsese, or Francis Ford Coppola? Francis Ford Coppola. What structure connects the fetus to the placenta? Amniotic fluid, uterus, or umbilical cord? The umbilical cord. Which famous comic book creator co-created Superman? Jerry Siegel, Stan Lee, or Bob Kane? Jerry Siegel. How many chambers does the human heart have? 2, 4, or 5? 4. Which Dutch painter is known for the night watch? Rembrandt, Vincent van Gogh, or Frans Hals? Rembrandt. In which country is the Riviera Maya located? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, or Mexico? In Mexico. Which part of the human body contains the most sweat glands? Feet, hands, or armpits? The feet. Which of the following is the flag of Jamaica? Option A. Which is the largest country in South America? Argentina, Colombia, or Brazil? Brazil! Which of these dogs is an English Mastiff? Option A. Which of these bones is the humerus? Option B. Which neurotransmitter is associated with pleasure and motivation? Dopamine, serotonin, or norepinephrine? Dopamine. Which animal is considered a symbol of good luck? Ladybug, earthworm, or bat? Ladybug. Which Greek philosopher is known for the theory of the 4 elements? Plato, Aristotle, or Empedocles? Empedocles. Which main organ in our body regulates breathing? Heart, brain, or lungs? The brain. In which country is the famous Banff National Park located? United States, Norway, or Canada? In Canada. Which invention is attributed to Leonardo da Vinci? Parachute, airplane, or telescope? The parachute. Which country has Lima as its capital? Peru, Ecuador, or Bolivia? Peru. Which of these singers is nicknamed the Boss? Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, or Eric Clapton? Bruce Springsteen. Which sea lies between the Indian Peninsula and Africa? Red Sea, Caspian Sea, or Mediterranean Sea? The Red Sea. Which country has Luanda as its capital? Mozambique, Zimbabwe, or Angola? Angola. Which of the following cities is famous for its international film festival? Berlin, Cannes, or Malaga? Cannes. On which continent are the Falkland Islands located? Europe, Africa, or America? America. In which country is the city of Casablanca located? Egypt, Morocco, or Tunisia? In Morocco. Which famous singer, known for his music style, was called the King of Pop? Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, or Prince? Michael Jackson. What type of chemical reaction occurs when an acid and a base combine? Oxidation, precipitation, or neutralization? Neutralization. In which city is the famous Louvre Museum located? London, Rome, or Paris? In Paris. In which country is the city of Kathmandu located? India, Nepal, or Sri Lanka? In Nepal. Which country is famous for its tea tradition, especially green tea? Japan, China, or India? Japan. Which painter is known for the work The Creation of Adam? Sandro Botticelli, Michelangelo, or Tintoretto? Michelangelo. What type of animal is a penguin? Mammal, reptile, or bird? A bird. Which Argentine writer is the author of Ficciones? Julio Cortázar, Jorge Luis Borges, or Adolfo Bioy Casares? Jorge Luis Borges. What is the winter solstice? The longest day of the year, the shortest day of the year, or mid-year? The shortest day of the year. Who was the leader of the Cuban Revolution? Fidel Castro, Ernesto Che Guevara, or Hugo Chavez? Fidel Castro. What state of matter is found in stars? Liquid, plasma, or gas? Plasma. Which famous Dutch painter is known for sunflowers? Vincent van Gogh, Rembrandt, or Claude Monet? Vincent van Gogh. Which of the following is the flag of Ecuador? Option C. Which Indian leader promoted independence through nonviolence? Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, or Subhas Chandra Bose? Mahatma Gandhi. What is the chemical symbol for copper? Fe, ZnN, or Cu? Cu. What disorder is characterized by alternating depressive and manic episodes? Bipolar disorder, schizoaffective disorder, or major depression? Bipolar disorder. What is the name of the process by which plants take up water from the soil? transpiration, photosynthesis, or absorption? Absorption. What is the capital of Canada? Toronto, Ottawa, or Montreal? Ottawa. Who invented the movable type printing press? Martin Luther, Johannes Gutenberg, or Tycho Brahe? Johannes Gutenberg. Which gas is mainly responsible for climate change? Oxygen, nitrogen, or carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide. Approximately how old is the Earth? 6,000 years, 4.5 billion years, or 14.5 billion years? 4.5 billion years. Bonus! Which famous Mexican painter is known for his murals? Diego Rivera, José Clemente Orozco, or David Alfaro Siqueiros? Don't forget, write the correct answer in the comments. That's a wrap. How many did you nail? If you're vibing with Hi Hippo, smash that like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing.